Here are 2 ducking cute kittens sleeping. Enjoy the video. What was the best thing one person ruined for the rest of us? That ducking shoe bomber guy ensured that we'd have to spend the next 10 years fumbling with our footwear at airports. That's been really effective. Can't wait for anus bomber. I'm gonna have to check your asshole. I'm a big boy. Bill Cosby ruined Bill Cosby for the rest of us. If only there was another Bill Cosby out there to chew him out for it. God, that would be amazing. Bin Laden ruined kids being able to see the cockpit of a plane. Joey, do you like movies about gladiators? You ever seen a grown man naked? You ever been to a Turkish prison? Andrew Wakefield ruined vaccinations for us. One fraudulent paper in the Lancet, later retracted, and now even rich Californians are getting measles and idiots everywhere are ducking up herd immunity. Infants and people with compromised immune systems are in mortal danger thanks to this chuckle duck. Add Jenny McCarthy to that. She's the one who went on national television and ramped up the rhetoric because people listen to celebrities. Some asshole uploaded 75 TB to Microsoft OneDrive causing them to retract the free unlimited storage. To be fair, they said unlimited. Was going to say that the asshole in this scenario is Microsoft, not the person. Hitler's mustache. It's actually not that bad of a stash, but you know, he killed 11 million people, so now nobody can have it. Also the name Adolf, not that it's a spectacular name. Ditto the swastika and its counterparts in Indian, Greek, and Celtic traditions among others. The name Vidkun was ruined in Norway by Vidkun Quisling. There's actually an old joke from the war times about it. Hello, I would like to change my name. Okay, what is your name? Vidkun Shutstain. And what would you like to change it to? Paul Shutstain. I used to be able to have my cell phone at my work desk until Summer Shattenhouston was using it to take pictures of people's social security numbers. I miss my podcasts. Did the company bang pens and paper as well? Don't forget eyeballs and brains. Can't be having employees who can read and memorize things. Security risk, you know. Isn't there a girl in Australia who can't read or write and owns a paper shredding business that handles government papers and other sensitive materials? Shopping in a civilized manner was ruined by the shithead who created the phrase "the customer is always right." Now we have an endless parade of entitled assholes ruining the lives of people who deal with the public and the fellow shoppers who have to witness these disgusting individuals put on their disgraceful performances. Yes. Who came up with that? I'm a supervisor and have worked here for 5 years. If anyone knows what's right, it's me. Not some shutlark that pranced in here to tell me about my job. I hate whoever made Netflix and chill a viral sensation. Now I can't invite a girl over to watch a movie without it sounding overly suggestive. Before that it was Blockbuster and Fist. There was never a time where inviting someone for a movie was not suggestive. That sounds like a law firm. Blockbuster and Fist, we're elbow deep in justice. The shutty movie Tuck Everlasting ruined the best part of my local state park. A few miles outside of Forest Hill, Maryland is Rocks State Park. A part of that park is Kilgore Falls, Maryland's tallest waterfall. It is known more commonly as Falling Branch. The reason for this is that a large tree had fallen many years ago, landing in the water and leaning on the rocky cliff of the falls. This acted as a perfect branch to climb up 10 feet and jump into the very deep swimming hole at the base of the falls. It was an incredibly fun recreational area for kids and adults alike. Then the duckers that stat out Tuck Everlasting came to our town and saw the beautiful, nationally protected area and thought, well, this looks like a wonderful thing to ruin for this town. They came, cut down the tree for which Falling Branch got its name. They filled in the swimming hole with 10 feet of rocks, filmed their one scene, and ducked off without fixing anything. The once amazing location was never the same. Duck those guys. Duck Disney. Duck everyone. Ethan Zuckerman, the guy who invented pop-up ads. He even apologized later on for creating them. His name is suspiciously similar to Zuckerberg, which is suspiciously similar to Dinkleberg. We have had Pumpkin Chunkin in Delaware every year for the past 25 plus years. People would build their own cannons and compete to see who could launch pumpkins the furthest. All non-profit and a major benefit to the community. 3 years ago some 360 pounds drunk guy on a four-wheeler flipped and paralyzed himself at the event. Sued the farmer who owned the field, ending pumpkin chunkin' forever. Duck that guy. Noah. By not swatting those 2 goddamn mosquitoes. All one would do. Marijuana. Harry J. Anslinger. Anslinger claimed cannabis caused people to commit violent crimes and act irrationally and overly sexual. The FBN produced propaganda films promoting Anslinger's views, and Anslinger often commented to the press regarding his views on marijuana. My grandfather believed that till the day he died. The question is, why? Essentially, money. DuPont was a big industry player at the time and had just invented nylon. Hemp was cheaper, stronger, and easier to produce. This presented a definite threat to DuPont's bottom line. Propaganda films like Reefer Madness helped propagate the notion that marijuana turned people into sex-craved murderous savages, when, in reality, it turns people into Dorito-craving people who pass out on the couch watching Rick and Morty. The person who authorized the experiments on the live reactor in Chernobyl and the deactivation of the safety features ruined nuclear power for everyone. Not 1 but 3 people at my work ordered Jimmy John's at the same time, but none of them told each other, so 3 different deliverers came in at the same time for 3 different sandwiches. We are now blacklisted from Jimmy John's. All I want is a sandwich sometimes. That sounds like a duck up for JJ's. No one notices there are several orders on the same street at a minimum. Although you clearly want to give us lots of money, we no longer want any of it, ever. JJ's manager. Lee Harvey Oswald ruined presidential parades. Allegedly. Always loved trumpets, but they'll never be the same after John Cena. Add Mr. Skeletal into that mix. Trumpets will never be the same. I needed that +1 calcium though. But calcium is +2. Rich Skrenta releasing the first computer virus. We are so saturated with warnings about viruses and other malware that we never stop to think about how weird it is that such a thing even exists. Some prick started it, and now it's everywhere. My brother and sister don't seem to be so saturated with these warnings. Every time I go on the family computer there's always something new I have to remove. But they are just trying to download free PC scans, so you don't have to waste your time anymore. The kid that got Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and Beyblades banned at elementary school. Duck you, David. In my town, in the 70s they used to have a river rapids race. People would build homemade rafts and float down the river. They had bands playing along the banks and people would have kegs on their rafts. From the pictures that I've seen, it looked like a total Woodstock style party on the river. Then, some asshole had to get drunk and fall off a raft and drown. Game over. Duck that dude. Most of the time it's some asshole who overdoes things and gets hurt or dies to ruin everything for the rest of us. Kindle used to offer unlimited 3G internet access for life for its e-readers. Summer Shat wrote an article on how to tether that connection for other devices. Amazon took away unlimited and restricted it to 50 MB per month. I remember when the Kindle had unlimited 3G. We were hit by a snowstorm and lost power for a week. It took for ducking ever, but you best believe I googled pictures of titties using the experimental black and white web browser. It got me through that snowstorm. People think they're clever when they game the system. It just screws it up for everyone. Don't game a system where the people in charge can know that you're gaming the system. Better, just keep the exploit for yourself and don't tell other people. How hard could that be? Don't let your ego get in the way. Every 4th of July a 2-hour-long parade runs down Main Street in my hometown. Thousands of people come out to watch. One of the best parts of the parade was the water battles between the high school cheerleaders riding on the fire trucks and the crowd. The cheerleaders would have water guns, and so would everyone watching the parade, and each year everyone was prepared for the ensuing water war. One year we even hooked up a nozzle to the garden hose and absolutely drenched the cheerleaders. Fantastic event and loads of fun. One year some lady's camera got wet and threw a fit, complained to the city, got water guns banned from the parade, ruined everyone's time. Straight up Buzz Killington. I was expecting something like a cheerleader fell from the truck. Little Timmy got overzealous and ran in front of the truck. You know something bad? Nope. Christ, your town is soft. The lady who got on top of a Galapagos tortoise at the breeding center and rode it for fun. Now people can't go into the enclosure with the giant tortoises. I'm late for the party, but kinda surprise eggs. They're illegal in New York thanks to that one kid who ate the ducking toy. I think they are illegal in the entire US, but I found some in South Carolina recently and did a stupid dance in the middle of the store. The law that bans Kinder eggs was made in 1938. Kinder Surprise eggs were first made in 1974. What the hell happened to all of the high diving boards? The pool I went to as a kid got rid of it because the insurance company gave them the ultimatum of remove the board or stop letting people drink at the pool. Board voted. People would rather drink. Damn, the board voted to get rid of itself for the sake of drinking? Used to be I would click on anything starting with 2 girls. Not anymore. Lance Armstrong ruined cycling for Americans. I don't think any of us will ever give a shit about cycling ever again. To be fair, everyone was doping. Armstrong was just an asshole about it, and the biggest figure. Hitchhiking. The idea of being able to hit the open road and visit far off places when one is broke or just looking to meet some interesting people. Some asshole had to come along and start murdering people and burying them in shallow graves, which sort of ruined the image of a shallow grave too. Duck that guy. It wasn't really just one guy. We used to be able to roll over vacation days, but one idiot/genius saved up his days for 10 years to take an entire year off paid and also insisted he shouldn't be required to make his sales quota for that year since he was on vacation. Now none of us can roll over days. Well, that's stupid. I'm guessing they didn't complain while he showed up to work every single day for 10 years. And it's not like they weren't aware he was building up so much vacation. Seems more like an excuse to screw over the rest of you and save a bunch of money by skimming off unused vacation days every year. Nabokov ruined the name Lalita. Meth cookers that made getting real sudafed, the one that actually works for colds, a pain in the ass to get. Not entirely ruined, but vaping now has the image of being a doucher bag thanks to people using it for the sole purpose of blowing big clouds and competing for it. Vaping used to have the image of quitting tobacco. I'm almost down to 0 milligrams nicotine and have only cared about quitting not fogging up a Chili's or produce area in Walmart. I hate how vapor brats have to feel like they are better than you and diss your vape setup. Congrats dude. You just made my mother pick cigarettes back up. Saying goodbye to someone at the gate at the airport. So long rom-coms with someone running to catch the person the second before they hand over their ticket to board the plane. Chocolate chip cookies. Some bastard decided to put raisins in them at some point. From now on I have to constantly check my cookie before eating it. Put them in oatmeal where they belong. I expect them there. Eve completely ruined life for all of us. If it were not for her, there would be no pain in childbirth and man would not have to toil the ground for food.